So I got the mess all cleaned up out here. Got the junk all swept up. All the iron, threw it in the trash. Got the cylinders over there. It's Saturday morning, so I'm having a hard time motivating myself, but I got to start tearing those down today. That shouldn't be hard, I hope. Anyway, I've never run an exothermic torch, but Sean did give me some tips. He said usually what he does is do a conical, try to get it to run out, but I didn't have enough rods to get all the way through, so, and it would take a pretty good long rod and a pretty straight driver to do that. So what I opted to do was to eat this end out, and I ran out of rods, so most of this I cut with a torch because I wanted to relieve this right here. And then on the other end, oh, this is a 37 cushion hitch pin that I got in here. Pull that out, but I dump it on Griffey. Mr. Griffey's out here helping me. You want another bone? You can go bury that one? You can go bury that one. He got more bones buried out here. So what I did on this end here is I just kind of tried to eat it out and get up here next to the edge to relax as much of it as I could, because I figured with what few rods I had, if I could relax both ends a little, it'd go. Because in my experience with all the other ones, right in here is where they were stuck the tightest. So that was my goal. If I had to do it again, I'd certainly get some bigger rods. What little bit I know about this, I learned from Daryl Shoemaker. He used to do, oh, Griffey wants another bone. You want another bone? This is my last milk bone. Go bury that thing. Anyway, Daryl did all my boring, line boring and welding, and he was good at this stuff. But anyway, I'm no good at it. This is not my bag, baby, but I did it and I won. That's all that matters. Anyway, I went through hell to get all those out. And somebody mentioned about these being bad, and this greaser right here, none of them have that little check ball on the top, which tells me they were getting dirt and water in them. So I'll clean those out and see if I can get them to grease. I absolutely don't want to take this apart. But one thing about this big pin is it doesn't have a lot of area. The problem with these is you're not going to get in here and press, and you're not going to get a rod in there to lance it out. So you'd have to do it all from that side, and then you would have to pull them to get them out, or you'd have to cut them all the way that way to get them out. It'd be a bear. I don't even want to think about it. And so these back here, I don't know, because of the way that is, yeah, you could probably get a ram in there, push on those, but they don't look like they've moved in 100 years either, so they'd probably be stuck in there tight. So anyway, I gotta get these rams over here, get them on the forklift and start tearing them apart. But now that this is over with, now I can move on to other things. Things will happen more fast. Won't they, Mr. Griff? Huh, won't they? Huh. Mr. Griff don't like the loud noises, and since it's the 4th of July weekend, we have to kind of, at night, we have to get him in the house and keep the doors and windows closed because people are blowing off fireworks and it freaks him out bad. So let's get going on these. Okay, these bolts use 1 inch and 11/16 head on them. Only thing in impact I have is 1 3/4 inch. So because I'm the guy I am and I live dangerously, Women love this. I'm using a chrome socket. Let's see if I can get them out. I'm wearing glasses, so don't worry about it. Oh yeah, piece of cake. Look at that, clean, but no anti-seize. Looks like they put a brand new head, brand new bolts in it. Okay, I need to get this pipe off. I'll go get the Milwaukee for that. Okay, there's one pipe. Stay there. Let me get all the bolts out here. I'm gonna have to get me a 5-gallon bucket, put all this stuff in. Okay, there's the pipe. It's an old D-ring style seal. Cat used to make a seal called a metal back. And it was a seal encased in a metal frame, and the metal frame would split, and then they'd blow out, so they came up with the D-ring. So one of the things I noticed, these are oriented correctly. Really don't need to mark them. Top port here, top port on the end of the barrel go up. On the lift cylinders over there, they don't have a pipe like this, so to speak, just a junction block and a hose. But in the book it shows them mounted off to the side, so somebody has assembled them this way or incorrectly, I'm not sure, but we'll mark them anyway. She's already trying to open up. I just got to get something small in there, but I need to put a slinger around that port first before support it. Makes that come off a whole lot easier. So they got an oversized head seal on this one too. That's this white O-ring there, which is a good thing because it guarantees you're not going to have a leak, especially if they've been oversized a little bit. Or if you buy a seal kit, sometimes those will come with it. Okay, now all we gotta do is figure out how to get it out. Okay, the barrel's been honed lightly, but I'll have to mic it, see where it's at. If they put an oversized head seal on it, I'll probably go ahead and do that too. But the barrel looks like it's in pretty good shape. So, I don't know, I got some scratches right there, but she'll go. She'll work, won't she? That's a big hole. So I think those bores are 8, and I think those over there are 8 or 8.5 or 9. So I'm gonna be pushing the limits of my hone. I I can't remember how big it'll go. Okay, this is a 4-inch nut, or socket for a 4-inch nut that I had Industrial Metal make for me, and they've got them a Plaz table, and so kind of looks like they cut that out. I don't know, is that plasma? I think they used a water jet. Yeah, on the inside they used a water jet, so we'll see if we can get that off. So it's a good thing they put that oversized head seal on there, because look at the damage they did to the O-ring when they assembled it. It's hamburger helper here. Let's see if we can get it off of here. Woo, there it is. So that's where it would have blown out and leaked. Looks like it already did blow out, and the only thing holding it was the oversized head seal. Still full of grease in there where they greased it, but I don't know what happened. Maybe there's a bad spot in the barrel or something. I don't remember where that was. You can see some rubber here, so that's grease. See, this chamfer's pretty sharp and been dinged up. That's damaged right there bad. It's rough. So when you go in, you can damage it. Here's another one. If you can feel it with your finger, it's going to damage the O-ring. Now here's a bad groove. They've really scratched it there. That would not hold. Well, the seal actually goes in here, but unless this chamfer is good and clean, you're going to cut that O-ring. So let's see if Bertha, gotta go get Bertha, see if Bertha will take that nut off. Torqued on there. Okay, on a hydraulic cylinder head, they use an O-ring and a backup ring. And your backup ring goes in exactly like it says. It's a backup. So it goes on the back side of the O-ring, facing away from the barrel and the pressure. I don't know exactly how that keeps the O-ring from blowing out, but it does. It works. And then this is your oversized head seal. It doesn't look like this when you get it, but by the time it goes in the barrel and mushes it down, this is what it looks like. I've never seen that before. What the hell was that? Scared the shit out of me. Scared the shit right out of me. Golly. Alright, let's go find something else to do while it cools off. Okay, slight delay there. I gotta go get the diesel tank out there for the neighbor. He's got to change the fuel tanks on his Peterbilt, so he needs something to pump the fuel out with. So I got the Super Duty hose on here. Let's see what it'll do. Wow, nothing. Okay, so next step is I'm gonna go put the eye in the back of the ripper, put a pin through it, and go get the torque multiplier. So I can't get that off. So we got one ratchet that died from it, and Jake came down to help me pull on it, and we bent the torque multiplier bar. Torque multiplier is only good for 2,000 foot-pounds. So I marked it, and we swear it moved a little, and then we couldn't get it to go anymore. I don't know. I'll just call Andy. If Andy's got the ability to undo the nut, then I'll have him take the nuts off. I can't get them. This reminds me of this. I dicked with this forever too much. I'm not dicking with this stuff. So should I just put the slicker on and go back to work? 1 minute sunshine. Now it's a thunderstorm. As hot as it was, I'm surprised we're not getting hail. I couldn't get that nut off. I gave up. I don't get it. So the piston was actually moving, not the nut. So if the piston was rotating around on there, why would the nut come off? Unless they torqued it on so hard that they pulled the threads. Or she's a coming down. Oh, here comes the hail. I knew it. Hope it isn't too bad. It'll beat everybody's grain to death and their potatoes and beets. Listen to that. Wow, that's loud. Sitting here reading the Cat Bible, and it says that those ripper cylinder nuts take 3,000 foot-pounds of torque. That's why I can't get it off. Alright, rainstorm's over. Time to go back to work. So I found me a good workbench here. I'm gonna have to blow this one out too. I wiggle it around, it just don't want to come out. Not working as well as I thought. So I got smart and tipped this thing upside down, put the hoses in there, let the barrel down, shoved all the oil out the back end, took the top hose off, then left the bottom one in the barrel and hit it with a hammer, and the rod came out. So now we have no oil. So instead I don't have a mess like this. So I did get lucky on one of them. The old Ingersoll took a nut off, got that all off. So these cylinders, it hasn't been that long since they've been completely rebuilt. So they were completely rebuilt and then somebody ruined the cylinders. And the head's all scarred up really bad here, so it's gonna have to have a wear sleeve put in it. But those are new style seals. So it does not have, these don't have a lot of time on them. But whatever dingbat operator was running, and they just destroyed the cylinders. Almost makes you wonder if they were ripping and dozing in a scrap iron factory. So I need to get this one over there and get the head off. Slimy and slickery than hydraulic oil? I don't think so. There's always that one son of a bitch. Is that 1 inch? Need 1 inch drive. Broke off. Look at this. Look how damaged that is, and they put it in. So I had a package come the other day from Paul Bennett down in Phoenix, Arizona, addressed to Jpaydirt with specific instructions to open here. So let's open this baby up, see what he sent me. Okay, sent me a cat sticker. But Paul, that doesn't say, what is the cat dealer in Phoenix? Empire. Yeah, Empire Cat. Oh well. So he says, hey Jeff, been very busy. Overheard you on a video, something about a door in your shop needing cat stickers. Well, I wanted dealer stickers, Paul. Dealer stickers. But thanks for the cat sticker. So here's one from me. I added something that you said you didn't want, but you can keep or give away to one of the boys. I ain't giving it to the boys. We want something, they can buy it. Anyway, comes in handy. Thank you, Paul. P.S. We always need helping hands. Yes, we do, Paul. We get more done when we work together. So I've got an assortment of springs. That'll come in handy for Tigger, because Tiggers are made out of springs. This is cool. This will come in handy, Paul, on my car, because I'm going to need some throttle return springs. And anyway, That's awesome. I can always use more stuff like this. So yeah, I ain't sending this back and I ain't giving it to the boys. So thank you very much, Paul. So I've been in the Kenworth all day, hauling gravel over to the cemetery project. So tomorrow I gotta call Andy, talk to him about getting those nuts off, and then let him know. It's crazy, the tilt rods are 3.5 and the lift rams are 3.25. Why? And then the dozer rams are 3.5. So there's like 2 different sizes. I don't know. I gotta get out the calipers and double check on that and measure it. But anyway, my buddy Vic Petaluma found me new pins and bearings. He knows the guy that owns Florin Tractor down there. Anyway, I texted him all the part numbers and stuff I needed, and got a quote today. It's pretty reasonable. So I think I'm gonna get them coming. Corgis love D9s, you know. Don't you? Not afraid of nothing. Got green paws though. What have you been doing there, bub?